Well, Heidi Ho, my peeps, I'm coming to you with another review. I didn't think I would be doing mini reviews from here on out, but when this company contacted me and asked if I would take a look at their kitchen shears and give you guys my thoughts, I said absolutely sure. Um, I took a look at them online and I thought, yeah, that kind of looks like a nice item. So they sent me this pair for free. It comes in this lovely, sturdy box with a beautiful matte black finish. Very, very nice looking. On the back, it has the information about what the different parts of the shears will do. So when you open up the box, which I just did, this is what the shears look like. They come in a nicely padded sort of sleeve thing. They fit in there securely. For that matter, you could just leave them in there. If you don't use your shears often, you could just leave them in this really nice box. But I use my shears all the time, so these are going into my kitchen utensil holder. So first up, they are sharp. I mean sharp. The blades come apart, okay, for cleaning, but also presumably because they can be, I believe they can be sharpened. They looked to me as if they could be sharpened. So I'm going to say that you can probably do that maintenance on them. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm so dyslexic, I have a hard time figuring out which way things go. Okay, so there we go. Now, I've used some of these things, but not all of them. For example, along this edge here is a fish scaler. I don't have a fish to scale, so I haven't tried it. Can't attest to that. But this little item here can be used as a peeler. And the way you do it, the way I did it is I took the blades apart and I just used this one side as a peeler, and you stroke down with it, and that catches the peelings up in here. Again, very sharp. Just be aware. Well, let's talk about sharp for a minute. I have a friend who's scared to death of knives, sharp knives, so she doesn't sharpen any of her kitchen knives. They are all dull as butter knives, which makes them extremely dangerous because they don't go in and do the job. Now, your kitchen knives, your kitchen shears, anything sharp that you use should be well sharpened when you use it. And if you know that and you know how to hold and deal with your sharp objects, you end up being safer in the long run because you're not struggling against them. They're not going to accidentally skitter across and cut your finger or whatever. So bear in mind these are sharp, but that's the way they're supposed to be. So this works great. Don't know about the fish scaler. I've used the blades themselves for cutting up pieces of chicken, and can cut right through, like if you're taking pieces of uncooked chicken apart, it cuts right through the connectors if you're taking off a wing or if you're taking off a drumstick or whatever. You can cut right up through the breastbone part if you're separating the two halves of the chicken. So I was impressed at how easily this dealt with, taking a chicken and putting it into parts so that you can fry it or whatever. The other thing I did use is the nutcracker part. Isn't that cool? I thought it was supposed to be like a lid opener for small jars or something, but it's actually a nutcracker. So you put your walnut in there and it does a really nice job. That was kind of a little surprise. In addition to that, it has a bottle opener and then a can opener, and this is the kind where you poke this down into the can, and then you go back and forth, and you can, in an emergency, you can open a can. Of course, you'd want to use an actual can opener if you had it, but if you don't, this works. So yeah, that is what you get with these. The handle is nicely kind of ergonomically shaped. It fits in really fits nicely, didn't cause blisters. That's another problem with scissory type things. If you're using them a lot, and they don't fit your hand nicely, they can give you blisters. This is just nice. It just fits nicely. This this handle is plastic, but it's got a kind of a rubbery feel to the section in here, and then it's textured so that if you are cutting wet stuff, like say you're cutting up chicken or you're cutting up herbs or something, you've got a good tight grip on the shears. They're not going to go sliding around. Now, my old kitchen shears that I am no longer going to use, I'll probably throw them out, were made all of metal. They came apart like this. They didn't have any of the extras. They're quite old. But they were also kind of dangerous because when I went to cut into something that was where my hand was wet, my hand would slide around. I really had to grip it tightly. And if I had, let's say, 2 chickens to cut up because we're feeding the entire family, I would have a blister by the end of that session. So this little unit from Tansung, it got rid of that problem. So I just want to thank the people at Tansung for sending me this to use and review. I am extremely satisfied with it, and if you are in the market for kitchen shears, or you need to pick up a gift for somebody, a wedding gift, Christmas gift, some gift exchange, whatever, and you want to give somebody something nice and not too expensive, please use the link in the down bar, and you can go to the listing that's associated with this channel, and you'll get a little bit of a discount. So thank you so much for watching this review, and I will talk to you guys later.